Right, so, hello. This feels weird just being disembodied hands, but I want to do this as a video purely because the gimmick is one of those things that translates better into a video than it does pictures. The cat is having a bitch fit because she's clearly dying of starvation even though she has food. She's very stupid. Anyway, this is Moose's new line, the failfix, or is it hashtag failfix? I don't know, but this is the failfix dolls. I already did a review of the other one up on my blog, which I will link below, but this one I'm going to do live. The other one took me quite a while to open, so bear with me, this is going to suck. But we're going to have a look at this. Excuse my lighting. So, here's our doll. Here's what she's supposed to look like in lovely CGI rendering. So, of course, absolutely perfect. Very unrealistic. It says we've got, is that brush and style, magic mask, which isn't magic at all, and a surprise fashion, which they make a very, very small deal of, because can you see how small this picture is? That's literally the only information you get about the fashion. I'll bring it as close as I can. Yeah, it doesn't tell you much. You've got three versions. You've got your regular version, which is shown on the front, that version but with added glitter, and an alternate version, which is the same rough pattern but in a different fabric. And it's such a small image. I mean, it's tiny, and yet this is one of the gimmicks. It's just weird to me that they didn't make a bigger deal of it. But anyway, this is really, really difficult to actually show anything. So they don't have any actual names. This one is simply called, does he have a name on it? Preppy Posh. I don't even know what that means. So yeah, they don't actually have names, they just have like weird descriptors. And yeah, the whole idea is much like the Scruffaloves. You're meant to take the mangled thing and make it actually look good. So let's try and open the damn thing. Now, this is where I struggled last time, because there's literally no other way into the box other than at the back. And the problem is, it is glued to hell. I mean, how do you do this? Last time I just kind of brute forced it with, like, my bare hands, but I think this time I'm going to try and be a bit smarter about it. I'm probably going to stab myself. God. No, that's not going to work. Ow. Ow, pain. I don't understand why it's so hard to open this box. I don't understand the sheer quantity of glue. I mean, what the hell, Moose? Why? Why? I'm just going to rip it. Why was this necessary? It's a shame because the artwork was really pretty, but screw it. I'm sure there must be a better way to do this, and people watching are probably going, you frickin' idiot, this is not how you open the box. But this is the only way I could work out how to open the previous box, and so, this is, I mean, maybe I'm just frickin' blind, maybe there is a far, far easier way to get this open, but as it stands, I've committed to this, this is what's happening. God. Strength required. I mean, if this is the only way to get into this stupid box, then I'm seriously, how is a kid meant to do this? How's a bloody adult meant to do this? I'm struggling. Right. The box has been defeated! Don't give me that look. Oh dear. I'm unnecessarily exhausted by that. Anyway, at the back here, there is a shit ton of glue, a shit ton of tape, and a shit ton of tabs. So let's try and get underneath some of... Ew, it's sticky. Oh god, it's so sticky. Oh god, it's so sticky. Oh, why is it so sticky? Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. I hate these sorts of boxes. I just want a cardboard box that has like a lid at the top, you know? That would be absolutely fantastic. But, you know, I've studied this entire damn thing and I could not find any easy way in. It really does look like the seam for this goes the whole way around. Or maybe you're meant to tear from the... I don't know. But, oh god, there's just so much glue and so much tape and it hurts my fingers doing this. It's so painful. Oh my god. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate it. I shall suffer. Ugh, for this damn doll. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, my fingers. She's free. Right, so there's a little pocket here that has a little pamphlet. Adult supervision is encouraged. Do not eat. Do not eat this or do not eat the doll. Do not put fail-fix doll into the mouth, as hair filaments may become detached. That's the only reason not to do that. Keep hair clean to prevent build-up of dust and allergens. I don't think I've ever had a doll tell me not to eat it. I mean, I genuinely don't think I have ever actually had a doll treat me like such a fucking disaster that it's told me, please don't lick this. I mean, I know I've licked dolls before just, you know, as a joke, but, yeah, don't ask. I think there's a video of it somewhere, or possibly a photo of it. Anyway. Let's get her the right way around so you can see. So, here's our little disaster. It's a bit hard to see, actually. So she's got all her shit in her hair, because, you know, I don't even know how this happened. Like, I really do genuinely want to know what situation occurs where you end up with your shoes in your hair. Like, glasses, maybe I can kind of understand. Maybe earrings I can understand. But in what universe, what are you doing that results in your shoes being in your hair? Like, what were you doing? Were you doing a frickin' acrobatic maneuver? And how does that even... It makes no sense. It's completely illogical. But anyway, let's try to get this bloody thing open. Because we're not done yet. No, we're only at step 1 of this bloody mess. So we'll start with the stand, which is just elastic, plastic ties. Done. The brush, which I'm told is shaped like a tangle teaser, but I don't know because I've never had one, and the prongs or whatever the hell teeth are so far apart that it's effectively useless, but there's your brush. Got elastic bands which have no elasticity in them at all and may as well just be plastic tabs. I mean, these have no stretch. Look at that. It's useless. I don't get the point. I got a big butterfly clip thing. It's kind of cool. It looks like something that you could wear as well. It's kind of human-sized. Ridiculously huge for the doll, but I don't know if you can actually see it. It's really dark blue, which is not helpful in the light. Okay, and now we get to this awfulness. So, there's a plastic bubble over her face, and the only way to remove that without hurting my fingers even more is to cut the tabs at the back, which are taped to hell. I mean, honestly, why so much tape? Why so much glue? It's still sticky at the back here. It's disgusting. I mean, all of this is sticky. But, like, I don't get why so much tape, so much glue. I mean, are they scared that the doll's going to try to escape? Are they just scared that someone's going to steal it? And it's like, given how hard the outer box is to open, this just feels ridiculously unnecessary. Oh my god, come on. I really do feel like I'm going to stab myself. There we go. Alright. That should... Let me pull this bloody thing off now. Right. There's her magic mask, which as you can see is literally just a plastic thing. Nothing magic about it. We thought maybe it would have magnets or something in it, because that would have made some sense, but no, it is literally just a mask, just a plastic mask. Right, now, one of the things disappointing is that this robe is not fabric, so you can't reuse it, it's just a plastic shell. So I think it would have been really cool if it was fabric, because then you could have reused it for the whole, like, sort of look with, you know, you've got your foaming face mask thing, and you've got your failed makeup look, and, you know, it would have been a cool little accessory, but nope, it's just plastic. And ooh, she's sparkly. Ooh, sparkles. That means, oh, I tore it up, didn't I? Oh no, here it is! That means that she is the middle one, which is interesting because the other one I got was also the sparkly variant, which is interesting because it's these both came from Argos, so it implies that they potentially ship in the same case as each other, which means that potentially there are sparkly variant cases and evening variant cases. Her dress is really sparkly. It's really pretty. It's actually quite different to her daytime dress, actually, because, in fact, actually, I think this might be evening, because it's completely different. It's totally blue, rather than being blue and white. If you look... Oh God, it's hard to do this, because this picture's so freaking tiny as well. Her normal outfit, as well as her sparkly outfit, has a white top. This doesn't. It's totally blue, which is really cool. It is a very pretty dress. So, she seems to be chunkier than the other one. I'm going to grab the other one. Okay, so... the instructions at this point say to put the mask on. You're kind of meant to do that before you comb her hair out, but you know, it is what it is. You take all the accessories out of her hair, which actually is not too difficult to do. She came with a pair of pretty sort of pearly, semi-transparent, God, I can't even find my camera here, semi-transparent kind of cat's eye glasses, and a pair of little, it's stuck on this, little earrings. They've kind of got a bow, and then like a little heart drop, like a little teardrop, and they're in the same sort of pearly, transparent of the glasses. And then she's got, I already put her shoes on her, these pink, semi-transparent, again pearly, but much brighter pink heels with like the pearl effect here. And so combing her hair out was a pretty tedious process, but the hair itself actually isn't particularly bad. I mean, you brush through it with this thing, and I have not done anything other than just brush it with this crappy brush. And it's still a little bit crunchy at the top, but generally it's not too bad actually. I mean, let me try and get my lighting to work properly. My things being a bit weird. It's not frizzy like I thought it would be. I thought it would be like massively frizzy. It's not sort of shedding everywhere. It's alright actually. It just doesn't sit quite down how I would like it to sit down, because of course it was sticking upright in these stupid tendrils. But you know, it's out of that now, and yeah, it's pretty well rooted in there. So at this point, yeah, it says to put this mask on. Now the mask actually just loops around the ears, so it just kind of provides leverage to get this off, because without the mask, I'll take it off again, I did try to take this off, and it's actually really quite solidly on there. I mean, you really have to try to force it off to get it off. It's not a very easy thing to get off. So this just kind of provides leverage, and that's not magic, you know. It's literally just hooks behind the ears and gives you something you can pull. So you can pull it off. So let's do that and pull it off, revealing her face underneath. And ooh, it is sparkly. So what she's got here is, she's got, let's try and get my light. She has got pink glitter eyeshadow and these very, very shiny eyebrows. And then she's got these beautiful little pink hearts under her eyes and a little birthmark, sort of beauty mark, just underneath her lip. Her lips are glossy pink. She has brown eyes. The inset eyes on these are interesting because they're just sort of a dome over the top of like a flat kind of painted eye. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's painted. I don't know how they've painted these. The head's hard plastic, very, very hard plastic, and I don't know how easy that would be to get off or to reroute or anything like that. But yeah, so this is the evening or night or whatever variant face. They have different faces. It seems to be that the faces and the outfits match with each other, so the day outfit will have a day face, the sparkle outfit will have the sparkle face, and the night one will have the night face, which is, yeah, a variation. Because her default makeup, by the looks of it, is much more subdued than her artwork. Her artwork, whatever. That's about it. So, it's quite subdued makeup, whereas she's got these hearts in the glitter, which is kind of cool, quite funky. Okay, so my camera stopped working on me. I combed her hair out. I couldn't work out how to do the style because the thing says specifically, here it is, it says separate and lift up top and middle layer of hair. Oh, I know what that means. And then pull hair tight and twist together and then stick the butterfly clip in, and then magically it's supposed to look good. It did not look good any time I tried. So what I did was I just tied it in a ponytail. At no point do the instructions mention all of the elastic bands that they come with. They just seem to be random extraneous tat, but I used them. And so I found that if I just put it in a ponytail and then put her butterfly clip in over the top of the ponytail, it looked absolutely fine. So it's a massive butterfly clip. It's ridiculous. But I thought that looked fine and was about as much as I could be bothered with, to be perfectly honest with you. I like her glasses. They actually clip to her ears. Because of the way her mask is designed to clip over her ears, the glasses do the same thing. She's got quite sticky outer ears. And I've never had a doll whose glasses stayed on like this. Like, you can shake her around, her glasses are not coming off. And I've never had a doll whose glasses have been so secure. So I really like that. It's really cool. But here she is with all her accessories. Looking nice. Sorry about my camera. And here is my other one, who I also struggled with her hair because I suck at doing hair. And so, yeah, she's much, much paler. This one's kind of got a yellowy cast to her skin. And I think they have different faces, but I'm not sure, because this one's got a slightly open mouth and she's got a closed mouth. But I'm not sure if that's the only difference. I don't know if they've got different shaped eyes, or if it's just an illusion of the makeup, or quite what. It's hard to tell. But they definitely have different bodies, which is really neat. I'm going to strip them off so that I can show you their bodies, because I think that's really cool. All like body variety. They also have quite good stands, but I would prefer that the base of the stand had been rectangular. It's got this weird bit that sticks out. It's like two F's back to back, so it has this weird sticky out bit. I don't like that, because it means they don't tessellate really very well with each other, whereas if they're just rectangles, they would sit a lot neater, sort of in rows. I prefer that. But anyway, let's try to strip off these two girls. Now, this might take a while because this girl's got her necklace held on with elastic bands, because it's the only way to hold the necklace on with dolls. They are always designed badly. Pop her hands off. stuff. I love that feature. I love it when companies give us that. It makes me smile because it means that they can wear so much more stuff. It makes dressing them so much easier. So, this is her body. She is like painted on panties, which is really funny. Get her shoes off as well. And this is her body. So, I'll take that out of her hair. Very, very different body shapes. She's all kind of skinny and gangly. She's still got really broad hips, but not nearly as broad as them, which is cool. I'm pretty sure they have the exact same feet and the exact same hands, but the torso's different, and the upper arm and thigh. In fact, I think all of her limbs are thicker, which is cool. But it does raise the question of whether they can actually swap clothes, doesn't it? Let's see. So her outfit's stretchy, so might work. Gotta remember to keep this in front of a camera. She's a little difficult to manhandle into stuff because she's got such broader kind of shoulders, so it's a lot more difficult to sort of force her into stuff because the clothing doesn't necessarily want to stretch in that direction. Which hand is that? It's that hand. And this one is this hand. Let's put her little heels back on. Pink. To go with the pink of her borrowed dress. Here she is. It's quite cute. Can she fit this dress? Get her hands off again. Take that off. Her hair's getting in the way. Now, despite what the instructions say about not eating the dolls, their hair actually doesn't shed that much, I found. I thought it would shed like insanely as I was brushing it, but actually I don't have a wad of doll hair on my floor. There's, in fact, no doll hair on my floor. There's a tiny bit here. It's like 2 strands, which is fascinating. It's, yeah, not what I expected. I really did expect there to be a lot more hair loss, but that's how it is, so that's good to know. You're not going to end up with a small nylon tribble on your floor, which is always good. And yes, they can wear each other's clothes, which is nice. So there they are in one another's clothes, which is quite cool. Though she's got silver, which doesn't really go with the gold, but hey. So there they are in one another's clothes, which is really good. I don't know which other ones use this body. I think there's only one other one that uses this body, if that. I hope that another one uses this body, because it would seem wasteful otherwise. At the moment, only 4 of these are available. They're meant to be available in the UK at the end of the month, and I think in America at the same sort of time. But at the moment, Argos has them. They got them early. I don't know why. But they only have the 4 white girls. It looks like the sporty one, who's the black girl in this assortment, ships in a separate case because of bloody course. Which is the kind of crap that you get from American companies. I don't really expect it from an Australian company, but there you go. So whether we'll get her or not remains to be seen. I'm not going to hold my breath, but you know, we might get lucky, we might get her. I suppose it depends on how well these actually sell. What I find sad though is that without the gimmicks, you know, without the stupid having to spend 10-15 minutes brushing their bloody hair and taking all their stupid accessories out of their hair, they're actually incredibly pretty, incredibly well made dolls. You know, they've got these rock hard heads, and sturdy bodies. Their articulation isn't great. I mean, they can't move their legs that much. That's as much as you're going to get from her, and I think she can move slightly more, but again, it's not quite 90 degrees. And they can't touch their own face because their arms won't pull quite close enough, but their articulation is about on par with things like the OMGs and stuff like that, so, you know, it's better than nothing. It's just nothing to write home about, you know, it's not like made to move kind of level of articulation, but then what is, you know? They're $19.99, so, you know, for the price, it's probably about the level of articulation I'd expect, to be honest. It's fine. It's just not, you know, perfect. But, you know, they're well-made little dolls. They've got really, really soft hair. I mean, God, her hair is so soft. And I really did expect it to be frizzy as hell, but I mean, I've been handling these for quite a while now, and it's not frizzy. It's just curly, and it's fine. Which surprises me, because I really did expect this to be an absolute nightmare. I really expected to have to boil wash them, to have to go through it with a fine-toothed comb, to have to use like every trick in my arsenal to get it looking good. But I don't think it actually looks too awful. I think they could probably benefit from a wash, but it's not an essential to their... Yeah, I've had much more expensive dolls that didn't come with this sort of gimmick have much worse hair straight out the box. So, yeah, they actually have pretty decent hair. Their face paint's really well done. It's really beautifully applied. It's, you know, shiny, but it's also really, like, solidly on there. I don't know how they've applied it. It doesn't look like your typical mask painting. It's... I don't know how they've done it, actually. I don't think I've really ever seen anything quite like it, but then the material, the head, is not really something I've ever really seen. So it's this incredibly shiny, kind of very slightly textured, but yeah, there's none of the graininess that you get from the UV printing that Mattel's using at the moment. There's none of that sort of mask printing that you get from things like the OMGs. They are quite different in the way they're constructed. I'm gonna grab a doll to give an idea of scale. They're about 9 inches tall, so they're quite small. We use vintage Barbie here because she just happened to be closest. So there they are alongside a Barbie doll. And a Bratz comes to about here as well. They're just, yeah, really very, very small dolls. They're a similar size to the Snapstars dolls. They have similar articulation to Snapstars, but the Snapstars also have ankle joints, which mean that they have quite fragile legs. And they're substantially prettier than the Snapstars dolls and have better quality clothes. I mean, this is not hemmed, but it's made of some sort of weird foil fabric. Or at least it's shot with this foil. It's quite sort of smooth to touch, so I don't think it's going to fray. But it is completely unhemmed. This one is hemmed with a kind of ribbed thing at the bottom, and the pattern does go the whole way around, so that's cool. But you know, for the scale that they are, they're not badly made clothes. They fit Bratz clothes, they fit Monster High clothes, sort of. The torso's going to be too long, but they'll fit separates. They'll fit Bratz clothes. They will fit Snapstars clothes as well, but why would you want to put them in that? Because Snapstars clothes are crap. They're honestly some of the worst doll clothes I've ever seen. They're really badly made. And so, yeah, they are pretty decent dolls. And I think that's about all I can say about the matter, to be honest. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with the spare masks. It almost feels wasteful not to do something with them, but I don't know what to do with them. I don't know. No. But yes, the instructions now tell me to take an after photo. I suppose I have to put it back into her outfit and do that. So I will. But, in the meantime, I'm going to leave it there. I'll show you the cover of this, though, so you can see the other characters. Once I've closed it. What I find really weird is that there's nowhere on the packaging that actually shows what the other dolls look like. It's all like CGI or animated cartoon render. It's really weird. It is really, really weird to me. But, yeah. Go figure. Go figure. But yeah, those are the Failfix dolls.